All right.
Hey.
Been in here for 4 hours, know what you're all thinking? Now you do warehouse training.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought of this yesterday. I remember the Andy Griffith show, Mayberry and all that. If Gomer Pyle was up here, what would he say? Supplies, supplies, supplies. All right, so if you didn't know, we got Bob. He's the new director of purchasing. He's here to describe the new procurement process. This notice is on Carolyn's office door. Our system divides product into 2 categories: things you don't want, things you're not allowed to buy. Seriously, Carolyn and I are there to help you get whatever you need to do your job as a run hospital, and we're happy to help you out, whatever you need. Some things that we do need from you, or some things you might want to know. For inventory supplies, stuff that's in the warehouse already, those supplies are automatically reordered. The item goes to 0, I type in disbursements every day. Following Monday, we order all the supplies. Inventory is not always actually accurate, so if you're going through a warehouse and you know that we're out of something, if you pull this last something off the shelf, if you could let us know that, that'd be super. You can leave a post-it on my desk. You can write a note on the clipboard. When you take that last item, you can leave a note in our mailbox. You can send me an email. You can send me a voicemail, whatever it takes. Just let me know, and I'll just check and make sure it says 0 on the computer, so we reorder that item. That'd be great. If you are coming down to reorder something that we normally stock in your department, it's got one of these slips, that's all I need to reorder that item for you. You don't get to do a 3-part requisition or anything like that. Just drop this in the mailbox. We'll get that reordered for you. Get out of the item in 2 or 3 weeks probably. But for other procurements that you need a 3-part requisition for, we need a little bit more information. So if you're dropping off that 3-part requisition, please give us some vendor information, some product information. If you have a part number, make it specific. If you want something specific, let me know, and I'll get you that specific thing. Cost and quantity too, please. And you got to put priority on there, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Because when I give it to Ida and that priority's not on there, she's got to kick it back. All right? She's got to have priority. So please, that stuff. Here's an example. Charles ordered some stuff for the emergency room. He did a great job. Give us a part number, give us a vendor, give us cost, told us how many you wanted, but we ordered that for him. He probably got it. I assume he did. All right. Why does it take so long to get my stuff? I know you're still waiting. Just about everybody here lives in Sitka, and you all understand that it takes a while to get stuff here. If you just moved to Sitka, if you're just here recently, you know now that you can't always get things that you got when you live down south. And one of those things you can't get when you live here is overnight shipping. There's no such thing. We can get 2-day shipping, that's the best we can get. Usually it's 3-day shipping. It's just that way. Your stuff probably takes us 2 weeks to get your stuff at the least. And that's for an ordinary purchase. If you've got an emergency, you need that stuff right away, we'll work with you, we'll try to get it to you as fast as we possibly can. But you gotta let us know that. You can't give me that reorder slip and put a priority 1 on it and think I'm gonna get it for you as soon as I can. I'm gonna order that for you because it's priority 1. You gotta have it tomorrow, you gotta let me know. I gotta have it as soon as I can get it. We'll work with you to do that. And there's just a wide variety of things that go into why it takes so long. We only do purchases on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. The other 2 days a week, we're paying bills and doing other stuff in the warehouse. There's a process to actually getting your stuff approved. My example is, if I work for Brian Resnick, I give my requisition to him, he signs it, takes him a day or 2 to get to Steve, Steve signs it, it takes a day or 2 for him to get it to us. And we take it, we give it to Ida, because Ida's got to sign it before we can get the stuff. So just that process alone, it's going to take a few days just to get that done. And then we're not going to order your stuff till the following Monday, because that's one place orders. Again, if you need your stuff right away, please just tell us. We'll get that stuff to you as soon as possible. All right, the exciting part. Signing out supplies. So it's really important that we get this accurate. I just got to say it in the first place. Thank you. Vast majority of this is done correctly. But I just got to emphasize that it's really important that this is done correctly. We have 1,400 different items we stock in the warehouse. There's about 85,000 items on the shelves in there. The inventory is not accurate. I mean, it can't be 100% perfect. That's just the way it is. Some things are wrong consistently. We know to go and look and check, but it comes down to sometimes that we're logging things out incorrectly. So I just got to ask you that when you're going and you're getting your stuff, we have that book in there. You can look up your item in the book, or you can get the item off the shelf. This is one of the shelf labels. I need this number to be put up here correctly, please. And then I need you also to write down the description of what you got. And please don't make up this description. Write the actual description of what you got. And if you can use this description, that'd be great too. And the idea is that if you wrote down this number, you transpose the number, or if your handwriting's awful, which happens, believe it or not, maybe I can figure out what you got by reading this off and get this right. The other thing I hope you would appreciate, I really appreciate, is if you get this, the case, the box, whatever, you put that down. So if you took a case of normal saline, you put down, you took 14 of saline, because they're issued by the each and not the one. Because when I log it out as the one, well, we're going to be 13 bottles short on the inventory. And I'm not going to know to order that when it comes up for reorder. So, I brought an example of why it's important to look at that label. I have canned food here. If you work in long-term care, you're familiar with the canned food. I have Gevity 1.0 here, and we have a large variety of canned food for the residents out there. Gevity 1.0 is issued by the case. You just take cases, put them in that kitchen up there, or whatever. And we have other canned food, all goes up there by the case. Oh, except for Gevity 1.5. Gevity 1.5 is issued by the can. So we got one resident, we put this in her room. So we're putting this in her room, 8 cans, 12 cans, whatever at a time. I can't issue this by the case for her. So if you don't look at that shelf label and see this is issued by the each, then that's going to be wrong, you know? And we have 3 residents that are currently using this, so it's really important that we kind of get this right. Well, that's it for my presentation, short and sweet. Just so you know, we had the executive retreat, you know, Rob and Steve got together, and they came up with our new procurement policy, Procurement Operations Oversight Policy, or POOP. That's the way it goes now. If you have any questions, I'm always happy to help you out in the corner warehouse. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Dan.
You're welcome.
Any closing comments?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I'm sorry I missed the intro this morning, but I did have to sit through the last part. So I just wanted to thank everyone for showing up and attending these training sessions. We're trying it this year back to this kind of event rather than the webinars. So we'll be looking for your input on that. I personally find this a little more engaging and interesting, and so I'll be making that known, but we'll be looking for input on that as well for doing this in the future. Don't forget to fill out the paperwork though and get that turned in to Shannon. And also don't forget that tomorrow we're having our picnic as part of Hospital Week. So that you're all welcome to come to that, hamburgers and hot dogs, and that'll be in the parking lot. So looking forward to that. Again, thanks everyone.
Thank you.